In families where parents are sealed and their children are sealed to them, there's a real power in that sealing that goes beyond the promise of eternal family. It has an influence in the here and now, in the today of their lives.
When I was about 4 years old, my father abandoned us. My mother raised me alone. It is so common here for couples to form families, try it out, and if it is not working, a man might just leave his wife and kids. My wife grew up without her mother, and I grew up without my father. It is something that we have lived through, and that's why we decided that we want to be a family forever.
Just recently, in June of last year, we decided to be sealed in the Quetzaltenango Temple. When I saw my children enter the sealing room all dressed in white, I can't even describe how beautiful it was.
I remember that the sealer told us at that moment that I would have a queen by my side and that my wife would have her king.
Before joining the church, we would argue over every little thing. But after joining the church, and especially after going through the temple, we realized that we need to treat each other better. We both understand each other better. It has made me value my children and my husband so much more. Our oldest son is about to turn 12 years old. He can't wait to go back inside the temple.
I feel like we need to leave a legacy for our children. We need to remember that parents teach their children by example. If we're consistent and go to the temple as often as we can, our children will notice how important the temple is.
We are so grateful to Heavenly Father for the great gift of being able to feel His presence in the temple. And now we can feel His presence in our home as well.
The scriptures say that in the ordinances of the higher priesthood, the power of godliness is manifest. And I believe that means there's a divine influence that begins to flow into people who've made the covenants. Their lives become much more spiritually attuned, much more confirmed in the gospel. The children begin to feel things differently at home. And that divine power, the power of these ordinances, the power of godliness begins to influence in life as never before. And there is a permanent change for good.